This video will walk through some formatting tips to help you be successful with bulk sheets. These tips apply to all campaign types: sponsored products, sponsored brands, and sponsored display. Now, we won't cover the basics about bulk sheets or campaign creation, but we do cover those topics in other videos in this series, so be sure to check those out if you want to learn more. When you upload a bulk sheets file, you'll see an error message if any necessary fields are missing or if information was entered incorrectly. You can download an error report to see more details about where the errors occurred and what the issue was. You'll see two tabs, including this upload process summary sheet, which tells you which rows the errors were in, the error type, and an error message, which can give you hints about what the issue might be. And then the Sheet 1 tab contains the actual bulk sheets file that was uploaded to produce these errors. For convenience, you can make edits directly into this error report file itself without needing to download a new template. Locate the rows indicated in the summary sheet, fix the errors, and be sure to include a value in the operation field. This would be either update or create, depending on what you were trying to do when the errors happened. One of the most common error reasons involves keyword inputs. So for sponsored products manual targeting campaigns or sponsored brands campaigns that use a keyword targeting strategy, you'll need to define keywords. And you'll do this by creating keyword entities and entering the keywords in the keyword text field. So just keep in mind that each keyword text entry is limited to a maximum of 80 characters. And you'll need to avoid characters such as slashes, percent symbols, carets, commas, and double periods. Also remember that each keyword you create must be in its own separate row. Start dates are required fields for all campaign types. And you should enter the figure as year, with the entire year as 4 characters, followed by month and day using 2 characters each. So, April 5, 2022 will be written as 2022-0405. And even though some bulk sheets fields represent dollar figures, including budgets and bid amounts, you should enter these as plain numbers without dollar symbols or commas. So $100 is simply 100, and $1,200 is 1200. Now, with sponsored products, you can add an optional bidding adjustment. This requires a percentage to indicate how much the bid should be increased based on the placement. But enter this percentage as a plain number without the percent symbol. With sponsored brands, the percent symbol can be used. For example, if you're applying a bid multiplier. In addition to these tips, there are some cases where you'll use special formatting to align with the API. For example, with a bidding adjustment, you need to define the placement. In the advertising console, you can select either top of search or product page. But in bulk sheets, the corresponding values are written in lower camel case as shown here for either placement top or placement product page. When you create a sponsored display campaign, you have to define a targeting tactic. In the console, you can select either contextual or audience targeting. In bulk sheets, these are entered as alphanumeric values. Enter T00020 if you want the campaign to have contextual targeting, or T00030 for audience targeting. And finally, when you create a portfolio using bulk sheets, you should define the product field as portfolios plural with an S, but the entity field will be the singular portfolio. To learn more about bulk sheets, visit the Advanced Tools Center. And be sure to check out the other videos in this series if you want to see other examples of creating, managing, and optimizing campaigns using bulk sheets.